My name is Abby Shields, and I am the founder of No Heart Left Behind. I wish I could have a video of my former life and what I used to be like and what my children saw versus what this family is about today. My story is I went from being an individual who had no self-esteem, self-loathing, totally feeling inadequate, to an individual who God has raised up and picked me up out of the muck and mire. I'm married. I've known my husband for 51 years. I met him when I was 18 and he was 17, and we've been married for 48 years. And it is that experience of 48 years that we use to teach our marriage classes, because if God can heal our marriage, He can heal any marriage. Because in our marriage we've had to struggle with infidelity. My husband lied to me about a situation in his life, and which ended in us losing everything financially. But then being able to come out of that on the other side, grateful that we experienced the loss of everything, because through the loss of everything we gained a relationship with Jesus Christ. The counseling services that we provide are individual, one-on-one counseling, where if someone's just struggling with an addiction or anger or some type of behavior that is not honoring to the Lord, that they'll come in and we'll sit. It is totally biblically based. I am a belief therapist, and belief therapy looks at the dynamics of what you believe to be true then is what you think on, and what you think then creates an emotion, and then what creates an emotion creates an action. If you want to change the action, you want to go all the way back to your spirit, which is where your belief systems are formed. Our marriage counseling is very, very successful and very, very in demand, because one of the things the men especially love in our marriage counseling is that I don't have the women tell me all the horrible things the man does, or the man tell me all the horrible things the wife does. What I do in that counseling is that I have each of them look within their own hearts, and then they look into their own hearts, and then they look to Jesus. This is a much needed ministry, and we so need the support of this community and beyond, because I believe with all my heart that Satan is attacking this nation one heart at a time, with one family at a time, in a world that is just literally not looking unto Him, but looking to their own devices. And so what we really try to do with this ministry is to bring a place where families can come to be able to have their heart wounds healed and to be able to be transformed by the renewing of their mind. Well, here we are 14 years later, and we've had just a beautiful time, and that has been so true about if you get a little, you do a little, and if you get a lot, you do a lot. Through the years, we've been down to $7.47 in the checking account with bills to pay, but God always came through. We've always practiced the spiritual mathematics of 5 loaves, 2 fish, and Jesus, and He can truly create a multitude with 12 baskets left over. And so that's our financial end of it. That's how the ministry has continued totally on faith. One of the problems that I had when my husband and I were having issues is that we couldn't afford to pay the counselor for as much counseling as we needed. And so I vowed that if I ever became a counselor or was able to help people, that I would not charge. I will not peddle God's word for money. It's not what He calls me to. But yes, we do need to pay our bills, and so we just ask for some type of small offering so that I can continue to do what I do.